Good morning, garden friends. It's Heather at Bush Poppy Farm. Today is my eldest son's 17th birthday, so happy birthday, Dylan. And for his birthday, he requested a flourless chocolate cake. So that's what I'm making today. I got this recipe from Food Network. It is a re-Drummond recipe, so I will put a link to that in the description box below. This is not my personal recipe, but it is one of my family's favorites because it's not too sweet and it has a lot of deep chocolatey flavor. And the best part is that it's fine at room temperature, it's yummy, but when you put it in the refrigerator, it becomes almost fudgy. It's really yummy. So I'm gonna get started. And like I said, if you want the recipe, just visit the link in the description below. And beyond that, I'm gonna get started. Cake's done. Dylan's other request was shepherd's pie. In the UK, you guys know it as cottage pie. But because of what I have in the fridge, it's going to be bison and pork. So I think everybody will still enjoy it. Yeah, so that's what I'm making next. Oh, and also making a loaf of sourdough. I'm kind of always have one going every couple of days because we go through it fast. So I just figure while I've got everything out, might as well get one going. If you've been around for a while, you know Raven. She's our 8-year-old and she's a goofball and she needs her playtime at least twice a day. She gets a long play session in the morning and often one in the afternoon and sometimes one in the evening. She's very active for an 8-year-old. We followed Jackson Galaxy's advice on keeping cats, indoor cats, active and healthy. And she loves to chase things. She still does lots of high jumps and lots of long runs. But her midday is usually a little more chill because she wants to sleep. It is the next day. Dylan's birthday meal was a great success. I'm sorry that I didn't get footage of the shepherd's pie when it came out of the oven, or the cake when it was dusted with powdered sugar. Things were just crazy. We had people over. I got totally sidetracked. And everybody ate pretty much everything. But this morning I'm gonna wrap this video up by showing you how I get the sourdough loaf in the oven. So let me get it out of the fridge where it's been proofing overnight, and I'll show you the next steps. Okay, here's the dough. It's been in the fridge all night proofing in this Banneton, which is a proofing basket. And my cast iron Dutch oven is in my actual oven right now, preheating to 500 degrees. So when that is ready to go, we will turn this out onto the parchment paper, and then I will score it so that it will open up and release the steam in the oven. If you don't score it, your dough will just explode and it'll be not very pretty in the oven. So this tool is called a lame. It is a French tool. It is literally just a razor blade on a stick. And we'll use that to score. And this bread Banneton is heavily powdered so that it won't stick. And you'll see when I turn it over, that it comes out nicely. And then I let this dry. You don't need to wash this a whole bunch, which is great. The powder just kind of forms a coating on there, and it doesn't rot or anything. You just put it away once it's dry. So I'm gonna spread this powder around a little bit, flour I mean. All right. And today is the first day of autumn. Is the autumnal equinox. So I think in celebration of that, I will make some harvest designs. Okay, so with the lame, when you score your dough, you want to score the first cut pretty deep. In and straight down. Nice smooth lines so that you don't have a whole bunch of jagged edges. That's nice and deep. That will allow all of the steam to escape. And then you can do whatever you like on the rest. You could put this line wherever you wanted. You could do it in the center, whatever. But so I'm going to do some wheat. I'm going to do a very lightly scored line here. And you see how it opens up easily. And I'll do some larger lines going down the side. And then I'll do a few very shallow, short pricks. There we go. Scored and ready to go in the oven. So sourdough making is something that I'm brand new to. As I said before, I was late to the party, so I am not an expert in any way, shape, or form. I've literally only been doing this for a month, but I make a loaf once a week, and I make other things from the sourdough starter and also sourdough discard. I have learned everything that I know from a couple of different YouTube channels. One of them is Farmhouse on Boone, and another is Whispering Willow Farm. So I would, if you're interested in learning all about sourdough, maybe taking a master class, check those guys out. They both have years and years and years of experience and will help you. It's It's not hard, it's not magic, it's pretty much basic chemistry. And once you get it going, I've got sourdough starter in my fridge that I just keep feeding every week or so. If you leave it on the counter, you gotta feed it more frequently. But I just use it. I use it consistently. So you can make all kinds of things from sourdough, which is just a fermented dough. It doesn't have to be bread. It can be crackers, it can be waffles, French toast, burger buns, tortillas. There's just a whole variety of things you can make. Pizza crust. It's a fermented dough, and so it can be used in place of a lot of the things that you use dry activated yeast for, except it's way more healthy. And it just takes a little bit more time, so you're gonna have to let your stuff proof longer, usually overnight, in order to get that rise. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's check on the Dutch oven. Okay, so this cast iron pot is 500 degrees. Take the lid off. We pop the bread in carefully so you don't burn yourself. Put the lid back on. And now it goes in the oven for 20 minutes at 485 degrees. So it's been 20 minutes. Now we take off the lid, turn it down to 465. And let it go for another 25 minutes. Your oven may differ, so be sure to check your temperatures. So there you have it, a complete loaf of sourdough bread, in addition to shepherd's pie and flourless chocolate cake. Those two recipes will be linked in the description box below, and as well as the two folks who I get most of my sourdough information from. I'll link them below as well. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you like this video, please like this video and consider subscribing. Your numbers really help me out a whole lot. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next video. Bye.